it's got some base damage. It's a Madison, but it would have been nice. Look at that. Would have been a scorcher. Base is break, but it's still pretty nice. Look how it's stained up from that muck. It's tan, you can see it there, but that's a shame. That's a really nicely made Madison. Man, lay that. Alright, I got another little artifact here. It's a beautiful little paint stain. Look at the facets on this thing. Look at all of them. Try to glisten it there in the sun. Razor sharp edges where it's just been polished down on every side. That's a pretty cool one. It's pretty cool indeed. I'll show it with a good camera in later clips. It's a shame that Madison's break. Alright, I just got this nutting stain. I got that Madison, that paint stain. I'm gonna have to go because I gotta go unclog a drain for my mom. But I've been here several hours. I'm getting this place worked down. I got other places to go though. You'll be able to see this. See the big tracks here in the water? That is a gray herring. You can see he's coming through here. I saw him wading in the water before I got over here. Here's 2 more tracks. He was standing right in here. You see he was out here in the deep water. They eat mussel shells. He come right up through here. See the good ones. Look at them here. You can see them all. I don't know if you can see this, so I'll take you under. That's a gray herring track underwater. Laid out. Well, folks, I was going to go to a dump today because the water's up. I've been digging out in the water. And there's a gravel bar out here 10 yards into the water, and I was digging on the back side of it, the stuff that's come out of the bank. It's my last video. But you can see every place I've sifted is completely underwater now, over my boots, honestly. And the water didn't come up a bunch, but it makes a big difference on the shore in some places. And I'm up on the beach. See what I'm doing? I'm peeling this back. There's a layer of sand, there's a layer of river mud. Then there's a layer right on the base clay that all the stuff's in it. Coins, musket balls, arrowheads, anything that's come out of the bank is going to be right in this layer. You want to think layers in this stuff. Kind of on a slanted beach like this, and the stuff's just spread out. See all the shells down in this layer. The base clay's right here. This is the layer I'm picking at and sifting. It's where everything's at. And it's my dad's birthday. I was going to go to a dump, but I wanted to find him a nice arrowhead. There's nothing I could find him in the dump, and I just got a year maker. And a 9,000 plus year old Amos point. It's the nicest one for a long time. It's got both barbs on it. It's got a needle tip. It's serrated. It's an absolute just killer. He's going to be happy. Do you see this? Do you see this smoker? It's got an exaggerated hanging barb. It's a classic Amos point. Textbook. If you wanted one to put in a book and you only had one example, if you wanted to pick one example, this is it. Now do you see it? Oh, folks. Oh, look at this. I'll show it with a good camera. I already picked it up. I couldn't. Oh my goodness, folks. Look at this thing. Look at that chipping. Look at that needle tip. Oh, that is a killer. Oh, what a killer, folks. What a real, I mean, just polished like a big sandy base would be, or a Clovis base. Just, oh, look at this. I'll show it with a good camera. This just makes my month. Oh. But it's just absolutely perfect. Like the day it was made. Oh man. That's an Arrowhead dart, and you can see it. It's kind of kirky looking, but it's an Amos. Look at that chipping and the serrated. Oh, folks, look at this. Next clip will be this under a real good camera. That's, man, I'm happy, folks. I am happy. Later. Alright, we're going to look at some stuff I found in this video. Here's the Madison point. You can see it's kind of fractured here on the base, but it's a real nice one. It's a shame it's broke. It would have been one of the nicer Madisons of the year. Look at how nicely it's made. But it's broke. Here's a little piece of faceted hematite. You can see all the facets on it. It's really nice tool grade hematite. Look at the facets there. 2 different angles right there, 3 on that face. See the angle there, then it goes to another facet, then that facet up to a point, and then the back piece. That little divot in it's just a natural divot in the hematite. It's got divots in it like that, and it just wasn't rubbed down past that. You can see how that's been worked down. You know, this has been used a long time. It was held and rubbed on a piece of sandstone to get that hematite paste, and they painted stuff with it. I have a video on what they're used for, paint stones, but the find of this video, and wow, look at this thing. You just don't find points this perfect that often. And that's why it's a year maker, and it's honestly more than that because of what it is. And it's an extremely rare point type, an Amos, A-M-O-S. They're like 8,900 to 9,900 years before present. So it's an extremely old point, and it's just flawless. There's no damage to it. It's serrated, and look at that tip. And the material is even nice. It's just a scorcher. It's a classic Amos. Look at the chipping. Look at that chipping up the left side. The material is beautiful. It's a river cobble chert, but it kind of resembles Onondaga chert from the state of Pennsylvania, but I would just call it a river cobble. You can see it there, just paper thin at the tip. It's an early archaic masterpiece. It's just ridiculous. Look at that, folks. You can really see how delicate these points are with this camera. Look at that. And we will, let me get this here. I'm going to put this right in a big frame. Give it to my dad for his birthday. But here's more of them. Here's a little bigger one. The big lightning line in it. A lot of people would call that a Kirk, but it come right off these sights with these Amos points. You see this one's got that classic E-notch on one side. One squared off notch, see it? With even the E notch, it looks like an E with even the E piece in it. And one rounded off piece, and that's a classic piece of Brush Creek, Crooksville chert. Also, Brush Creek, also known as Crooksville. But look at that thing. This is part of a cache, this one. It's kind of, you can see it's slightly translucent around the edges. It's pretty high grade for Crooksville. There's even better of it, but look at that. Look at that tip. Let's see. Here's one I found early on my channel. It's just sick. Real polished base and notches. You can see, look at that squared off notch. It's kind of like, it's just kind of squared off and rectangular, and then you come to this one and it's rounded. And look how translucent that thing is. That's a scorcher too. Here's the one I found, sifted this one. This one I called the Desert Storm Amos. It looks like Desert Storm camo when it's wet. I found it in my sifter. It's a scorcher. You know, this is a year maker of Amos. It's perfect too. It's just as nice as the one I found in this video. Here's another one made of Crooksville Brush Creek chert. It's real nice. I found this one on video. That's a scorcher. It's pretty nice. You know, this one's hard to beat. Look at that. Coshocton, Flint, Upper Mercer. There's river cobbles though that mimic this. It might not be from Coshocton County, and there's other sources of this material. But that point right there is hard to beat anywhere. It's hard to beat. It's pretty nice. I found this one a lot of years ago. Look at that hanging barb. That's hard to beat too. Look at the serrations. That's a pretty nice point. And you can see just how delicate they are. Look at that. Here's a couple more gray ones similar. You see, I'll put these down here. I'm getting a good selection of these things now. The one today's here is on the left. Look at this. They're classics. These are Amos points. These are nice. I'm really happy when I can find this stuff. Look at that. Well, I'll get back. I'm going to put these up and I'll show you some more here in a second. I'll show you some more in here in just a second, but here's the one from this video. It's a beautiful point. It's absolutely beautiful. Well, thanks for watching. I might show you something else after this too. Later. Well, I got this good camera out and some of this stuff I'll show you. These are Amos knives. These are the knives these people made that made the points like I found in this video. They're very unique. You can see how they've got this cutting edge here on this side and the real nice work on it. Look at that. And then this back side, they're like a curved blade. They're ground like a big sandy or Clovis base all the way around clear to that. So I'd say they were hafted into something like that. Look at that edge work. You can really see what I'm talking about with this new camera. That's disgusting. Here's another one. See how it's curved. Same real nice cutting edge. This is black and all churred. It's about as good as quality of it as you can get. Ground, you can probably see the grinding on it. It's ground from here all the way to the tip. Just polished smooth. You can see it right in there. The grinding. It's just like it's polished. Here's another one. I found this one like, I don't know, 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. It's ground all the way up that side. It's a really nice piece. Here's one made out of about the best piece of like Crooksville you could ask for to show what Crooksville Brush Creek chert is. Look at the orange spots on this. This is it. This is the material. This is classic for the material. You see the cutting edge on it. And look at these orange spots. It's a nice material. You can only find it in southeast Ohio really. And into West Virginia, it doesn't have a huge distribution area, and some of it's translucent. I have an E-notch that's nicer than this even, but this is, for what it is, this is pretty classic. You can see it there. And like I said, these are the knives. Here's another real classic one with that real nice cutting edge and the curve, just like you see the black one I showed. And this one below it, all ground all the way around to the base, just like the base of a heavily polished point. Look at that edge work. And here's another classic one. It looks like Coshocton, but it might be a river cobble. See that real nice cutting edge, and then it's polished from here all the way to the tip. Look, it's got blue and white in it, and it's pretty nice. It's a nice piece. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. I'll get back out. It was a huge success finding that. Later. Alright, look here. Hey, Squirrel Man. Where you at, buddy? Here he comes. Look here. Are you getting watermelon late night snacks, buddy? I had to put old Squirrel Man at the end. Was you in the box sleeping, buddy? No one's taking, look at him, he's taking it in. He's got him a grape here, I have to cut it in half for him. You got plenty, buddy. He's going in the box. You see what I gotta deal with. It's probably 11 o'clock at night, he was already in the box for the night. Conking out, but he woke up for that. He's gonna eat that all in his box in there. What's going on, squirrel buddy? Alright, he ain't coming out. He's eating in bed. Later, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video.